with us and listen to the joy of music as these students from elementary, middle, and high school share with you songs from around the world in different languages with different messages, but all show their passion for singing. We have terrific clinicians that we have hired to work with our children, and we know that you will enjoy this evening of fun. We appreciate each of you taking the time on this lovely day and evening to be here. The first group that will perform will be our elementary students, then our middle, and then our high school. At the closing of the program, all of the choruses will sing a beautiful song together that will be very touching. We hope that all students will remain here so that they can partake of this special song and participate in its delivery. All of you are now in for a real treat. On behalf of the school system, the superintendent, the Board of Education, the arts are alive in this county, and we are very proud of our teachers, aren't we? What I would like to do now is to introduce the lead teachers for each level, and they will in turn introduce their colleagues from each of our 19 schools, and also their clinician and accompanist. So first, I would like to introduce our lead choral teacher from the elementary schools, Ms. Christy Smith. Christy is the choral director at Jessie May Monroe Elementary. Here's Christy.
Good evening. Before I begin, I would like to, on behalf of all the elementary school teachers, thank you for allowing us to herd your cats today. If you have never herded cats, you need to come and spend an hour with us at All County Chorus and you will experience herding cats, because it was a day. Your students have done a wonderful job. I would like to begin by introducing my cohorts. At Bolivia Elementary, we have Mary Ann Pippin, Belleville, excuse me. At Bolivia, Kevin Lamar. At Lincoln, Amanda Harris. At Southport, Laura Farpless. At Supply, Amanda Starboy. At Town Creek, poor Jacob Flynn, because the rest of us are in there. At Union, Carrie Babson. At Virginia Williamson, Mary Chandler. Thank you guys for all your help. Without these fine teachers today, it would not have been possible, and my job would have been a whole lot harder. Thank you guys and gals. At this time, I'd like to introduce our clinician. Our clinician is Kathy Snow, and she comes to us from Wilmington, North Carolina, but she hails from Kentucky. She's a good old mountain girl. Kathy's the director of Snow Productions in Wilmington, and I had the pleasure of watching her students several times when I've been in Wilmington for stuff. If you ever have an opportunity to go to Wilmington and see anything that Snow Productions does, where your children have the opportunity to participate, you really need to take advantage of it, because she brings a lot to the table and she does a lot with students. And our accompanist this year is Mr. Byron Marshall. And Byron, we kind of keep him on retainer. He's been our accompanist for so many years I can't remember how long we've had Byron now. And Byron is also from Wilmington. I hope you enjoy your night. Thank you.
We had over 300 students today in all areas of Odell Williamson, in the foyer, in the event center, and on the stage. They have roamed the grounds, had pizza, lots of snack foods, and they're raring to go. So, middle school. The lead choral teacher from South Brunswick Middle School is Jenna Henson Corley.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you tonight my wonderful colleagues that without them, none of this would be possible. Miss Pruitt, Miss Thompson, Miss Waddell, and Miss Farmer. It is with great pleasure that I have the privilege to introduce tonight our wonderful clinicians. Our accompanist this evening is a wonderful colleague, but more than that, he is a best friend of mine and has been for a few years now. He is a high school teacher in Morehead City at Croatan High School. They consistently score superiors at events such as MPA. He is beyond gifted in the classroom, but also as an accompanist. The students have loved working with him and seeing his outstanding piano abilities during our rehearsals today. It is with great joy that I invite Mr. Ashton Humphrey to the stage. To be able to introduce our incredible clinician for the middle school all-county chorus this evening. Miss Beth Filliman has been a dear friend of mine for a few years now as well. The first time I met her was at a professional development workshop in Raleigh, North Carolina. I was immediately encouraged by her humility, grace, and immense amount of knowledge that she was willing to share with all who wanted to learn. Beth is the first to try new research-based pedagogical techniques. One word to describe Beth is authentic, and knowing her is refreshing. She does not get weighed down by methodology, but rather her end game is the success of her singers. She is a lifelong learner, which is what makes her a profound teacher. Her vulnerability breeds vulnerability and allows those around her to feel safe and able to discuss challenges they face in the classroom. I've never met someone in our profession so willing to offer wisdom and such humility. She has brought inspiration and joy to our singers throughout the rehearsal today, and I'm so excited for you all to be able to hear and witness the joy that singing has brought to our students under the direction of Miss Filman. Without further ado, I now invite Miss Filman to the stage.
Our final group that will close out the evening is our high school. They are led by lead choral director from West Brunswick High School, Annette Harden.
I'm very happy to be here, and I'm so grateful that you're all here because it is going to be an amazing evening. Let's get on with it quickly. First, I am a very fortunate person because I work with such wonderful people. I want to call out Lee Thomas from South Brunswick High School. From North Brunswick High School. They are all wonderful musicians and wonderful people, colleagues to work with, and I thank them very much for everything they do. And next, I'd like to introduce to you, they won't be coming to the stage because our clinician decided she wanted to stay with the kids, which didn't surprise me because she's just that kind of educator. And Sarah Abashakra, I want to mention first, she's our accompanist, and she's one of our own from Brunswick County, and she's now down in South Carolina, and she is president of the Long Bay Music Teachers Association. She's teaching piano. She's the director of music at Celebration Presbyterian Church in Carolina Forest. She stays very busy, and we're very lucky that she chooses to come and play for us. And every year she does, it's great to have her back. To you, Carol Earnhardt. She is the director of choral activities at Robert B. Glenn High School, and her choirs consistently earn superior ratings when they go to competitions. She's an artistic director for the Heart of the Triad Choral Society, the president of the North Carolina Music Educators Association. She regularly serves as a clinician for these sorts of activities for all county choruses across the state. One of the things that I mentioned to her in a text, it's been a busy day, is that it was a joy to watch her work with the kids. She brought out so much music from the students, and she also took time to listen to them and hear their ideas and hear their thoughts. And I think that those are wonderful qualities in an educator. And I could not be happier to work with her. So we look forward to seeing the entire program. Have a great evening.
Before we start our program, I want to say my appreciation to the Odell Williamson staff, manager Danielle Graves, Shane Jackson, and crew. All of you have helped us immensely put together a wonderful show. Those of you who brought non-perishable items tonight for our food pantries, want to thank you. We need to help our neighbors, and this is one small way of showing love for each other. Now, are you ready for the show? Clinicians, let's get started with our elementary folks.
It has been an absolute joy working with these kids, and it's a very long day, about 4 to 5 hours of rehearsal, and these are not easy songs. But we wanted to give you just a little introduction for a couple of them. The first song we're doing is called Flight of the Grackles. I told my students that I've just recently had an obsession with squirrels. I feed them, I'm driving my husband crazy with them, but at the same time I have now also brought in crows, and they are not fun. And so this song is so cool because it kind of wraps itself around how annoying these birds can be. So enjoy this awesome choir as they sing Flight of the Grackles.
Waiting for
This next song is a French tongue twister called Ponte. And when this group started working on it today, it is very difficult. It's a lot of movement, a lot of syllables, and but it's very funny because it actually means your teeth. Has it taken away your cough? That's all it means. So they're going to sing this, and if they cough, you will understand why. The next song is a Hebrew text of a song called Ah Shosha, which stands for the world can be sustained by three things: truth, justice, and peace. Those are basically all the words in this one beautiful melodic text as they are singing. And so enjoy this. This is one of the most performed songs in all county courses across the United States. So just a quick little fact there. So if you know Kathy Snow at Snow Productions, we have a gospel choir, and we always do a song where I'm like, you better hold on to your seats. But this one is my favorite of all that we're doing today, just because I just think it's cool. And you can't explain it, it's Humpty Dumpty. Personally, Brunswick County for the opportunity and come and direct your awesome kids. And we are going to finish with one of the fastest and most popular musicals in a very, very long time. A song from The Greatest Showman called This Is Me. I think we were supposed to do this, and I didn't get the okay, but could I have my solos and small group up to this point? If you would just come up here and stand for just a minute. So my small group, so if we could just get their name and what school they're from.
My name is Summer Taylor and I'm from Lincoln Elementary. Violet Spurlock from Melville Elementary. Rodrigo Hernandez Romano from Town Creek. Anthony Cox from Town Creek. Skylar Mercer from Southport Elementary.
And these two girls are going to be our soloists, and they all just tried out today, so it's been really interesting to see them jump into this so quickly. What's your name?
Mia Sternberg from Southport Elementary. My name is Isabella Hammonds by Supply Elementary.
settle down and get ready to listen to the awesome middle school choir.
to share the message of this opening piece with you through song, that I forgot to have 3 special young ladies behind me share the text with the song, with you. So I would be remiss if I did not give them the chance to do this again. This song was the catalyst for why I chose the music I did, and they are going to reiterate the text of that awesome piece that you just heard.
If you want to go fast, then go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Today has been an awesome day of music making with your students, and I have pushed them very hard, and they have responded very well. And the last closing minutes of our rehearsal this evening, I told them, I said, you're going to make a mistake. I'm going to make a mistake. Mr. Humphrey is going to make a mistake. We're all going to make mistakes. That's what happens in life. We all make mistakes. Raise your hand if you've ever made a mistake. You see all these hands? And so I just made mine for the night by not having the speakers come up first. So, but I think that's one of the great things about music making and about music making with others is that we all recognize that we do make mistakes, and it's all in how we recover. How many of you, while you were in the habit of raising your hands, are Paul Simon fans? A couple of you. And Paul Simon had a famous album called Graceland, in which he featured a South African group of men singing by the name of Ladysmith Black Mambazo. And Joseph Shabalala was the leader of that group, and he wrote this next piece that you're about to hear, and it's called Tula Kizio. And Joseph wrote this when he was visiting America from Africa, and he was in a cab in New York. And if you are not familiar with the group Ladysmith Black Mambazo, I highly encourage you to check him out on YouTube. We didn't get to that today, but check it out on YouTube, okay, y'all? And he went through a lot of trials in his life. He lost a lot of people dear to him, and we could talk about this forever, but you're not here for a history lesson. The point is, the text of this song says, "Be still my heart, be still my heart, for even here I am at home." And as we began to talk about the message of these songs, I wanted to remind these students that oftentimes we are put in times of uncertainty, but to know that they are always home within their hearts. So this is Joseph Shabalala's from Ladysmith Black Mambazo's group song called Tula Kizio. work with these students behind me. Students, thank you for working so hard and for being awesome singers. I hope you continue singing for the rest of your life, because there's nothing else like it. Parents, thank you for being here, and especially thank you to teachers and the staff of Brunswick County for organizing all of this. There's so much that goes into it, and it's such a gift to be able to be here and share music with you all. Our last piece, which I just forgot the names of our soloists, let me grab that. We are going to sing these last two pieces together. Again, the set of music was all about empowerment. The next song that you're going to hear is a reminder for all of us, a prayer, if you will, or an ode asking for the light to shine on us. And then finally, a piece that is derived from the text of Gandhi that says, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." And these students behind me are the change that I wish to see in the world, but the change first starts with me, and the change starts with them and what they do every day. And we're so excited to share that message with you. Alicia High from Charlotte and Chloe Waring from Leland are going to be the soloists on that, and Miss Henson Corley is going to be showing off her djembe skills in that song as well. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you to the teachers, thank you to the staff administration, and a special thanks to my friend, Mr. Humphrey, for all of his work on the piano today.
Shine. evening to everyone. My name is Diego Pantojas. I would like to thank the singer who made the call for this song, Natasha Barker from South Brunswick High School. I would also like to thank the percussionist, Samuel Julie from South Brunswick High School. The translation for the African American song that we just sang is, "It is time to come, stop playing, and look after the home."
My name is Rusty Holland from Brunswick County LA College High School. The translation for our next song, Psalm 150, is "Praise the Lord in his sacred places. Praise him in the firmament of his power. Praise him for his mighty acts. Praise him for according to his excellent greatness. Praise him with the sound of the trumpet. Praise him with the psaltery in the harp. Praise him with the timbrel in the dance. Praise him with strings and pipes. Praise him with high-sounding cymbals. Praise him with cymbals of joy. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord." Thank you.
And I am from North Brunswick High School. First, we'd like to thank Zachary Fowler from South Brunswick High School for playing the flute in this piece. The next piece we'll be singing is called Decision, written by Deborah Scroggin. Decision shares the story of a Cherokee woman who traveled with her family on the Trail of Tears. She falls in love with a man who is not Cherokee. She is faced with the decision of staying with her family or leaving to go be with the man she loves. In the end, she whispers the words "Gega," which means "I will go." Her conflict is depicted by the soprano and alto voices against the tenor and basses in a loving argument between the two people. Decision is dedicated to the composer's ancestors and the rich Cherokee heritage passed down. It acts as a reminder to follow our hearts.
During this next song, if you have ever served in or are serving in the armed forces, please stand when we sing your branches theme song so that we can honor you for your service to our country.
magnetism in the room. It's just exciting. Children, and before I forget to say this, this is not part of my notes. Today they shared a special moment with me. I have a son who is in the Army. He's a sergeant in the Army. And I have a son who's going to be an officer in the Air Force, and they take the Army song. We videoed it and videoed the Air Force song, and I got to text it to him. My son in the Air Force said, "Well, they sound a lot better than these guys around here." Our next piece is we're going to have some solo improvisers. Maya Bryant from West Brunswick and Zachary Hollis from West Brunswick, Logan Flew Hop from Early College, Samantha Dooley from South Brunswick, Diego Pantojas from West Brunswick, Emily Morales from North, Emma Bobson from Early College, Zan Evans from South Brunswick, and Hannah Dalton from South Brunswick. This was the most organized all-county I have ever done. Give it up for this one. And I've already introduced you to the teachers. These kids were so well prepared today, so attentive, and I worked them really hard. And the teachers, I applaud them for preparing these kids. But parents, if you're a parent of a child on the stage, will you stand up and let's give them a hand? Is a fabulous accompanist. Thank you so much. So earlier today I asked the kids, why do you sing? What's the point? What's the point? I got answers like, it helps me with my emotions. It helps me to stay relaxed. It builds community. Look at us today. We didn't even know each other. We're all from different backgrounds, and look what we did. It helps us realize that we are not so different from people around the world, and we're not so different from people from another time. I found the place where I belong when I step into the choir room. The chorus is my family. People from different backgrounds, no matter where you come from, we all work together to make something beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing tonight what is right with our schools. There's no competition in choir. Everybody on this stage is working together to build something that's beautiful. If only the entire world was that way. For allowing me to be a part of your life, just a little piece of your life. You will remain in my heart for a long time to come, and I hope that I remain yours. Yes. I love you too. I'm proud of you, and keep working hard. Keep working hard just like you did today.
I sing because I'm happy.
someone's supposed to say something, but it is the end of the concert. Introducing Miss Harton.
I'm sorry. I'm so excited watching that. That's right, there's something else coming up. And I'm supposed to be up here to just say this. We need house lights up a little bit because the middle school and the elementary school, which is in the balcony, yeah, they are going to join us in singing A Million Dreams. And